So back at y'all again, man, with the COVID update. I've been dealing with some soreness since I had it before, but I'm dealing with some real soreness in regards to uh, the COVID diagnosis. So what they're telling me is that because I'm sore, like I'm working out because you have little blood clots that are still in your blood. And what they do is they prevent oxygen from getting to the muscles, and so you have soreness. Um, and I already had dealt with some of that stuff with high levels of creatine kinase in my blood that cause that's like muscle wasting that causes issues with the kidneys, which is one of the reasons why I went into renal failure and had the issues being septic with my liver on top of me being sick. No oxygen to the muscles. Without oxygen, you die. So when God when God breathed his life into Adam and he brought him forth, it signified what it needed, that we needed to stay alive, to live. You need the Spirit of God. You need God in your life, just as you need oxygen. Because without God, you will spiritually suffocate. Without oxygen, you would deprive every organ, everything in every cell of that you need to survive in your body will be deprived of oxygen. You will die. You will go into a hypoxia. Your brain will stop functioning the way it needs to. You can't think clearly. You can't think straight. Your liver, your kidneys, your lungs will deteriorate because the life force that's running through your body is a carrier for oxygen and nutrients. God is the carrier. He is the life force that breathes breath onto us, that keeps us alive, and keeps us regulated in our minds, keeps our faith, keeps our joy intact in this tough, hard place. I thank God that even as I'm in here in this doctor's office, that I'm still able to breathe. I'm still breathing. You are still breathing. You are not breathing on your own. You have other things in your body that must line up in order to push breath out your body and inhale it in. And God is saying at this time, we need to be in a place and point where we breathe him. We need to breathe him. We need a deeper relationship. He needs to be inside of us. In order for everything to line up the right way, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, we need him, just like we need oxygen to circulate through our bodies, not on a temporary basis. Because the longer you deprive yourself, the longer you deprive yourself of oxygen, the closer you are to death. The longer you deprive yourself of oxygen, the closer you are to death. The longer you deprive yourself of God, the closer you are to death. Spiritually, emotionally, depression, anxiety, sickness, everything. The longer you deprive yourself of God and only breathe him in when you want, the closer you are to death. Period. So take a deep breath today. I'm still happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm crying because God is just so great, man. He just is. He's just great. I don't deserve none of this. I don't deserve any of this. You know what I'm saying? He's just great. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that's why I started juicing and doing things more happy, trying to enjoy life in a better place. The juicing helps to refine the blood to keep the oxygen flowing freely, helps to deal with the inflammation, and so the pain would subside, and to help to lose some weight. So you should all juice. We should all juice. Join the juice gang. Watch the videos. I do this for me because it helps me walk in my purpose, but I do this for other people. It's by no stretch of the imagination that I'm doing this on my own, because without God breathing breath into me, I could not do it. So the last video I did on my testimony it's over 400,000 views. Well, guess what? That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's God bringing me out of a situation, allowing me to speak to it, and then Him broadcasting. So even though if you don't like me, you don't care, you don't believe in God, why don't you just share this, because somebody else needs to help. Let's stop doing things selfishly. Let's stop, oh, well, that was really a word for me, so, I'm good. No, just share it, man. It takes 2 seconds. We share other stupid things that ain't got nothing to do with people living and having quality of life and loving. And so just share it for me so that you can share it for other people, so that if they are the ones struggling. I've had countless, hundreds of people in my DMs, praying with them, talking to them talking to me, encouraging me, based off and coming in contact with people, wonderful, beautiful, caring, loving people, when all these people, this world says is that we hate each other. People that are praying for me, that are checking on me, when all this world says is that we hate each other, that we're at odds and we're separated. White people, Hispanic people, black people. You know what? God is great. So I just love you. Breathe. Take a breath today. Instead of saying I can't breathe, say I'm breathing. And understand that God is the ultimate source of life and well-being. See y'all.